Hey everybody, Big Daddy here. We are back in Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and even though Alatreon has been out for a while now, I still see posts on Xbox, LFG, as well as on Reddit that people are struggling with this monster even now and asking for help for people to save them from it. And if you are one of these people, I have the perfect build for you that will make your Alatreon killing life so much easier. But before I get into the build, I do want to preface this with I came up with this build after struggling to fight him myself, and I used it on my primary character, which had all the access to all the gems and all the everything, armor stealers, money, so on and so forth. And then I used this build on my second character as well, where I was only able to upgrade 2 pieces of the armor and then partially upgrade 1, and then the other 2 pieces weren't upgraded at all. As well as creating this build with the limited amount of gems that I had from the time. I hadn't farmed for a whole lot of fuel, and I of course didn't have the resources that I had on my primary character that's got like 5,000 hours. So this is going to be your build. Now as you can see, it does use the 5-piece Safi'jiiva set. He is currently active, and if he's not active when you guys are watching this video, he does rotate on a 2-week schedule with Cult to Roth, so you will just have to time this accordingly, but hopefully you should have his set by now. But for the weapon, we are going to be using the Soulfire Rasp Blades. Now, this is an easily craftable weapon. It is the first weapon on the Lunaster tree, so you just have to fight Lunaster for this. And the reason we are going to use this light bowgun specifically is it has access to both Rapid Fire Fire and Rapid Fire Ice ammos. So you don't have to worry about breaking his horns to keep him from switching between his different active modes, because you actually kind of want him to do that to an extent so that you don't run out of your different ammos. So the other benefit of the Soulfire Rasp Blaze is it comes with a crafted plus 20% affinity. So when we combine that with the 5-piece Safi'jiiva bonus, as well as the full critical eye that we have on the set, that gives you a 100% affinity straight off the bat. Now with this as well, we are combining the full fire attack and full ice attack. Now I have the Frost Charm crafted. You can easily just use the Fire Charm if you have that, and then slot your gems in accordingly. It's whichever you have easier access to, whichever one you prefer. So with this as well, we have of course your full health boost, full blight resistance, and full critical boost, as well as Fortify and Free Meal, because those 2 skills are essential in that you can only bring with you so much Astera Jerky to recover your health, as well as if and when you do faint, you will come back stronger. Now I'm not going to promise you guys that this is going to be a fast fight, but you can play as aggressively or as safe as you feel comfortable with. If you feel like attaching to him and trying to run him into walls, or if you just want to sit back and shoot at him, either play style is fine. Once again, it may take you a little bit longer if you're not as aggressive, but it will definitely be a lot safer and more comfortable. So this is your item set that I suggest that you bring along with you for this fight. Of course, if you don't have some of these things, like if you don't have access to the demon drugs or the armor skins, you don't need them, but they do of course help. Now of course we have your potions, your mega potions, mac potions, ancient potion. We also have Astera Jerky. Of course you don't have to have the null berries with this because you have full blight resistance, but I slotted them in with this particular item set because I was attempting to use a coalescence build against him, and that didn't go well. So I'm probably going to take these out, disregard the null berries, but other than that, you will of course want your Power Charm, Power Talon, Armor Charm, Armor Talon, and your 2 different herbs for crafting your ammos. Now the only other thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to add your different ammo crafting to your radial menu, and you'll want to set that to all. And one final tip, you'll want to have your cat preferably on your Bigger Wasp spray, but you don't have to. It'll make your life a little bit easier, make it a little bit more comfortable. And you're also going to want to have your cat using a paralysis or sleep weapon, whichever you would prefer. And if you're still uncomfortable fighting him in general, there is a meal that you can eat that will give you large elemental resistance, so you may want to eat for that. If not, you will definitely want to eat for safeguard. So I was editing the footage, and there was one important thing I forgot to mention. It was about how you utilize your different elemental ammos. So of course, you all know that when he's in fire active, you want to be using ice. When he's in ice active, you want to be using fire. But when you're going through his rotations, or when you're dealing with his shifting modes with this build, what you want to do, if you're not going to break his horns and keep him in that element, whatever active element that he's in, you want to use whatever ammo type you were using for that element through his dragon stage, and then if you don't break the horns, you want to flop to the different element ammo. So let's say he's in fire active, which he will be for your special assignment. You want to be using ice element ammo all the way through his fire active stage. When he enters his dragon stage, which of course is the only stage where you can break his horns at, you want to continue using your ice ammo if you're not going to break his horns. But if you are, switch to your fire ammo during his dragon stage, break his horns, and then swap back to ice ammo when you get him back to fire active mode. But if you're not going to break his horns, like I said, continue using your ice ammo all the way through until he hits ice active stage, and then switch to your fire ammo. That pretty well covers it, guys. I'm going to let the rest of the fight play out on the screen so that you can see this build in action, and that even though we are running dual elements here, we don't have any problem at all hitting your elemental DPS checks to nullify his Eschaton Judgment. So if you have any questions about the build, please put them in the comments down below. I do read all of your comments. And if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ding the notification bell, and we will see you on the next one. Good luck out there, hunters.
Shift to ice active mode now. Shut down.
Alatreon's readying a big attack. Get your healing items ready.
Alatreon's shifting elements.
Alatreon's readying a big attack. Get your healing items ready.
Alatreon's shifting elements.
Alatreon's readying a big attack. Get your healing items ready.
Alatreon shifting elements.
Oh, wow, you did it! This hunt will go down in history.